Over the past few years, I've told you all about the benefits of using IPONE motor oil in your snowmobiles. But over the winter months, many of us have other motorized equipment that should be paid close attention to as well. At the top of the list, ATVs and side-by-sides are a huge multi-season vehicle that are most times utilized for plowing snow or getting to the ice fish hut during the winter months. We all know how important it is to use a high-quality motor oil in our sleds, so it only makes sense to consider what you're using currently in your ATV or side-by-side during the cold winter months. And I would suspect it's the same oil you were running during the summer. IPONE has multiple offerings for your power sports products, but when it comes to ATVs or side-by-sides, I like to run the Katana 5W40 Full Synthetic. I trust that IPONE oil is precisely as stated, and their use of high-quality additives will lead to a longer-lasting, better-performing engine over time. Katana is a 100% synthetic 4-stroke oil and has anti-corrosion and anti-oxidation properties that will keep the internals of your ATV or side-by-side clean. This is especially important during the winter months when a hot engine is many times left in a cold garage or outside after plowing and condensation can form. Around the SnowTrax headquarters, there is no shortage of equipment, but when it comes to the 120 sleds, man, my kids run the wheels off these things. And I gotta be honest, because there's no hour meter on these sleds, we don't keep a close eye on the oil change frequency as they're always out ripping around. Because of this, and because of the strictly winter use, I put the same super high quality ester-based Snow 4 0W40 full synthetic motor oil in them that I use in the full-size sleds. With how many miles are put on these little sleds at wide open throttle 90% of the time and run tank after tank, a little higher quality oil will go an extra long ways for life expectancy, and should we go into overtime on the oil change, we have the assurance that the ester-based Snow 4 that stays at 0W40 longer due to the reduced additives will give us the best performance the longest. It doesn't hurt that ester-based oil like the Snow 4 also has the properties of reduced friction, offering the kiddos easier starting when it's cold. Some of the other equipment that we completely forget about until it's an absolute necessity are generators. While they usually stick at the bottom of the list when it comes to maintenance, they're worth their weight in gold when you need them. Generators sit a lot. They're an infrequently used power product, but when we get hit with an ice storm or a huge 4-foot snowfall that shuts the roads down, they can quite literally be our lifeline. With that said, how often do we just shut them down after they save the day and completely forget about them until the next time that we need them to power our homes and keep us warm? Using a high-quality motor oil in your generator is especially important because they sit so much. Standard oils will actually be pulled off the engine's internals due to gravity. A 5W40 Katana oil change would be fine in this instance if you frequently use your generator. However, for most of us, we don't fire our generators up more than 2 to 3 times a year. Because of this, I'll pull out the Snow 4 yet again. The 0W40 rating will be fine in the summer, but especially good in the cold winter months, when the Jenny has been sitting for ages and then expected to go to full power for sometimes days on end. The ester-based oil has a unique characteristic of actually being attracted to the steel and not washing off as quickly as traditional hydrocracked oil. This means your generator's internals will have better oil coating for longer, not to mention the reduced friction while running. There's a lot of other outdoor power products, from snowblowers to water pumps for flooding the rink, that could really benefit from a power sports or winter-specific motor oil, keeping you running stronger, longer.
If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you click that like button. And we upload new content every week, so if you don't want to miss out on any of that stuff, make sure you subscribe so you get notifications whenever something new pops up.